January 15th, 2026, episode 624. This is episode 624. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. Shall we? Man sentenced to 17 years in prison, and the judge wants him to do every single day too, after viciously attacking pizzeria worker in video footage.
The judge turned back to Watson and asked a series of questions, trying to decide if he was remorseful. Watson, who says he was intoxicated that night, said he had a ton of remorse. The judge called Watson's actions heinous. She sentenced him to 17 years in prison, saying that whenever he had a parole hearing, "I'll use everything in my power to make sure you stay in the entire 17 years.
Over pizza? Really? Life is too precious to throw away. Life is too precious to take over something so trivial. How does that feel to land yourself a 17-year sentence in a building full of pepperonis and sausages? But I promise you, none of them will be on a pie. Zero justification. Zero defense for the judge, just looking silly from start to finish. And then there's the chance that dog could be put down. There's no winners in this story. A man is pleaded guilty to violently assaulting a Manhattan pizzeria manager in a 2024 attack that left the victim with severe brain injuries and in a medically induced coma for weeks, according to a statement from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office obtained by People. Tyshawn Watson, 36, pleaded guilty in New York State Supreme Court on December 3rd, 2025 to 2 counts of first-degree assault. Now, his initial charges did include that attempted murder, but since he copped out, they downgraded it to first-degree assault. Under the terms of the plea agreement, Watson was sentenced to 17 years in state prison on January 15th, 2026, followed by 5 years of post-release supervision.
El Sharif was unresponsive in a coma for 2 weeks, treated for 2 months in the hospital for bruising, bone fractures, and a traumatic brain injury. They say he made a miraculous recovery.
Everyone knows you can't have pets in these restaurants unless they're service animals. At the age of 36 years old, this seems more like a you didn't care type of situation than a you didn't know type of situation. Now, the victim, Zach, did a stand-up job telling him he had to eat outside. He didn't deny him service, which would have been his right to do so, which is what I would have did, but he attempted to handle it professionally. You can't sit in front of a judge and try to justify nearly killing another person by saying you didn't like his tone. That's subjective. He couldn't have been that angry anyway. He still served you. And what if he did get a little upset at you? You got 17 years over pizza. The attack occurred on August 19th, 2024. This is beautiful weather in the middle of the summer around 9:45 p.m. It's not like he put him outside to eat in the middle of a blizzard, which still would have been his right to do so in order to adhere to the rules and regulations of the health department and also to keep other customers safe inside Roma Pizza located at 146 Fifth Avenue, according to court records and statements made during Watson's plea. Prosecutors said Watson entered the restaurant with his unleashed dog, ordered food, and sat down to eat. Now, you know good and well you're not supposed to have the dog in there. And on top of that, you don't have a leash. The manager told Watson twice that dogs were not permitted inside the restaurant. Authorities said the situation escalated after the manager boxed Watson's pizza to go. In the security footage, he still served them despite all this. In the security footage provided by the DA's office, Watson became visibly angry and then went behind the counter and began physically assaulting the manager. He punched. There's no justification for that. He punched the man in the head, tackled him to the ground, and continued striking him while Watson's dog bit the victim. Another employee attempted to intervene. That's what you call intervening. That was a sad attempt at intervention, but Watson swung at that worker as well, knocked his hat clean off his head, who ultimately backed away from the situation once Watson hit him. That's exactly what happened. I'm not trying to be petty, but if my coworker was getting wrecked like that, and I know in my heart he was only doing his job, nothing more, I would have done something. I would have busted him in the head with a pizza shovel, rubbed dough in his eyes, kicked the dog in the ball, something. He smacked dude in the head one time and ran him from back there, and that guy never looked back, never turned around, left him at the mercy of this lunatic that was trying to kill him over pizza. The sense of urgency wasn't matching the situation. That's all I'm saying. Then he tapped the third guy. If you watch the video, he tapped the third guy like, I got this, I got this. What did he tell him? Call the cops, watch the front. Maybe he should have told him to jump in, because clearly it didn't take much for him to leave his coworker back there to continue getting pummeled. The attack continued both inside and outside the restaurant. If you watch the video, Zach was so shocked that he hit him in the face initially. You can tell he didn't want to fight. He just wanted him to leave the store with the dog. After the manager tried to flee and close the door behind him, Watson forced it open, placed the man in a chokehold, and threw him to the ground, continuing to punch him while the dog bit him. Watson then kicked the manager in the face, rendering him unresponsive. This is after you've already beat him badly. You've already got your point across before punching him in the stomach and stomping his face twice on the sidewalk. After the assault, Watson walked back into the pizzeria and sat down with his dog until police arrived and arrested him at the scene. The manager was rushed to Bellevue Hospital, where he was treated for bleeding in the brain, facial and skull fractures, multiple dog bite wounds, and a traumatic brain injury. He'll never be the same after this. Prosecutors said he remained intubated in a medically induced coma for approximately 2 weeks and spent about 2 months hospitalized.
Tyshawn Watson was originally indicted on attempted murder and 4 counts of assault. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of assault, and during sentencing told the judge he took accountability by staying on scene, but said if we watched the video right now, you'd see the pizza shop manager was irate, and I was telling him to calm down. The judge said, I watched the video. You went around the counter. If you don't want to take responsibility, Watson kept interjecting. The judge then said, I'd be prepared to play that video right now, and if I'm right and you're wrong, I'd take back your plea and go to trial.
Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. Me personally, I don't think 17 years is enough. He stomped his head twice after he already beat him half to death. But this is New York, so I guess we should be happy he got any time at all. This attack was unprovoked and excessively violent, telling someone they can't have their pet in the establishment when you know you shouldn't have your pet in the establishment shouldn't warrant that kind of response. And he still served them despite having the dog in the restaurant. Someone her partner was involved with. Woman attacked romantic rival with 25-pound weight at 24-hour fitness. It's a love story, kids. I'm telling you right now, fellas, you better shoot your shot. You better scoop her up before Valentine's Day. Her only problem is she loves too hard. Cute, right? Like a Rottweiler, right? And she drinks before going to the gym. Small stuff, small stuff. Who drinks before going to the gym? Someone that's taking more pictures than working out, maybe? Someone that needs a little liquid courage before confronting the woman that used to put the snapper on her man? A Texas woman, Texas, a recurring guest on the show, was recently arrested for attacking a romantic rival at a gym with free weights, law enforcement officials in the Lone Star State say. Arlen Martinez, 24, stands accused of 1 count of aggravated assault, not attempted murder. A 25-pound weight can kill somebody, according to a criminal complaint filed by the Harris County District Attorney's Office and obtained by Law and Crime. The underlying incident occurred at the 24-hour fitness on Lake Plaza Drive in Spring, a medium-sized census-designated place located in the broader Houston, the Woodland, Sugarland metro area. Why didn't you just say Houston? What are you going for, word count? On January 7th, deputies arrived at the gym in response to a 911 call about the alleged attack, according to a press release issued by the Harris County Constable Precinct 4 office. I mean, she's not an ugly woman, not on the outside at least, and at 24, No one expects you to have all the answers, but if you already have the man, you're already getting right in the gym, then you're winning. It's never enough, is it, ladies? World-crushing dominance is always the only goal on the board for you. If you're confident in your spot, then why would you care if you share a gym with his ex unless you think he's still hitting that? Is he still hitting that? Then it becomes a check your man problem. Unless you think she can get him back. Can she get him back? Then it becomes a check yourself problem. There, deputies learned that a female suspect assaulted the complainant inside the gym after recognizing the complainant as someone her partner was involved with. Was is past tense. We don't even know if she still wants her ex back, the constable's office said, but somehow you see her as a threat. During the altercation, the suspect threw a weighted plate toward the complainant's head. You could have offed her. The law enforcement agency went on. The charging document details the allegation a bit more, saying the defendant attacked the victim with a 25-pound weight plate. On January 8th, Martinez was arrested by deputies and detained in the Harris County Jail on $1,000 bond, which she posted the next day. You got to hurry up and get out to make sure she didn't take your man yet. What better way to keep your man's ex-girlfriend away from him than to go to jail and leave the path directly to him wide open? At this point, you're basically playing matchmaker. Facts giving rise to probable cause suggest that alcohol was a factor in this offense. You could probably smell it on her. It's coming out of her pores. She working out. She's sweating. The judge overseeing the case wrote in an order setting bond conditions. Defendant must not use, possess, or consume alcohol. Damn, you can't even party. This includes any food, mouthwash, or over-the-counter medication containing alcohol, not even NyQuil. The court also prohibited the defendant from using marijuana, possessing any weapons, or having any contact with the victim. Now, I want to say there has to be a reason that she feels the way she feels. Maybe she's seen something. Maybe she heard something to make her feel the way she felt. And in the moment, she was just a little heated and overreacted. Additionally, Martinez was drunk. Additionally, Martinez was barred from coming within 200 feet of the 24-hour fitness location where the incident occurred. The case is currently before 488th Criminal Court Judge Matthew Penagai. The defendant is next slated to appear in court on January 22nd. Fellas, bring your flowers. Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. She might need to do a little bit of growing up, but at the end of the day, she might have seen something or heard something that gave her a valid reason, a reason that she feels is a valid reason to crash out. Everyone's been with someone. As long as they're giving you their undivided attention right now, who cares about the past? When you hit a certain age, you don't worry too much about who your partner has been with. We've all been with someone. You just don't want them with anyone and everyone at the same time they're with you. Fun show, fun show, fun show. The music for this episode is from Will B. Alexander. Get your music from Will B. Alexander. I'll leave the contact information down here at the bottom. If you're a producer and you would like to have your music featured on an episode of this podcast, reach out to me on any one of my socials. I'll leave the contact information up there at the top. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Find me wherever you listen or watch your favorite podcast. I am there. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois. How does that feel to land yourself a 17-year prison sentence in a building full of pepperonis and sausages? But I promise you, none of them are going to be on a hot baked pie.